Hey, welcome to our podcast. I'm Hanbit, and we also have Yuha and Hamin here. This is
Hi Story!
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yes, boys, Pete. Why is it so high?
Because today is High Story History Day.
Pun intended. Anyway, guys, I went to my friend's birthday party the other day, and the food was so good.
Wait, when is your birthday?
My birthday is September 20th. When is yours?
Me? Try and guess.
October.
And?
26th?
Wrong. 21st, actually.
No, yeah, I knew that. Why did I come up with the 26th?
October 26th is a vital day in Korea history. Believe it or not, on October 26th in 1979, the president of Korea was assassinated by his subordinate. And this led us to the topic of today's history, named Assassination of Park Chung Hee.
Wait, did President Park die?
Boy, what do you mean? It's literally called the Assassination of Park Chung Hee.
Oh, I thought he might have survived or something.
He didn't.
Yeah, no. President Park was assassinated.
By his trusted subordinate.
Eh? Hold on. How could a president of a country be assassinated by his subordinate?
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty crazy fascinating part of history.
For sure. Tell me more about how he died.
How else? He shot him with a gun. They were having a nice meal, and then BAM!
Ah!
Jae-gyu pulled the trigger.
Why'd he kill him though?
There are many conspiracy theories about this assassination. Let me tell you about one of them. Jae-gyu was Chung Hee's government intelligence officer. The intelligence officer was an organization that is similar to the intelligence agency, which doesn't exist now.
That's ring a bell.
Right. At that time, President Park Chung-hee was acting like a dictator. He made new laws to stay in power even longer. He even dissolved the National Assembly, which totally stopped the activity of political parties, and got rid of direct presidential election, all for his benefit.
Yeah, people were dissatisfied that the president was acting like a dictator, so they protested a lot. Each time they protested, Chung Hee tried to stop uprising by strongly implementing emergency measures.
When these emergency measures were activated, people couldn't talk about new laws. If they did, they would be detained and subjected to violence.
Whoa, that's so extra.
Honestly, at that time, Korea claimed to be a democratic nation, but lurky it's hard to see it as a truly democratic regime. Jae-gyu said that he planned to assassinate Chung Hee to end up authoritarianism. He claimed that by assassinating Park Chung Hee was able to prevent the dictatorship from advancing. But you have to remember that that's his claim.
That's right. Besides this, there are many other reasons behind why Jae-gyu assassinated President Park.
Oh, interesting.
Indeed it is. Let's continue after taking a break.
Okay guys, I found some article during the little intermission. And the story that the assassination was caused by personal hostility and dissatisfaction is the closest thing to the truth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you know at the same time the president was shot, Jae-gyu shot someone else too?
For real? I actually didn't know that.
Ha, I knew it. Not only did he shot the president, but also someone named Cha Ji-chul. He was the chief of security at the time. The theory is that the incident was caused by Jae-gyu's personal conflict with Ji-chul and his dissatisfaction with President Chung Hee's dictatorship.
Explain more.
Okay, first let's talk about Jae-gyu and Ji-chul's conflict. Both of them had different power bases on their position in a charge of intelligence and security. So like, Ji-chul tried to protect President Park with a very strong attitude, but Jae-gyu preferred a more moderate approach.
I see. Different styles.
And also Jae-gyu was dissatisfied with Ji-chul abusing his power. Jae-gyu thought that Ji-chul was over-influencing the president, so he warned the president of this, but the president ignored him.
Oh, that's why he was assassinated at the same time. Then, did he have any personal conflicts with Chung Hee?
Yes, sir. Jae-gyu had a lot some complaints about Chung Hee. He thought his long-term rule and hardline repression were having a negative impact on the country. So he warned and advised them several times, but as these attempts were constantly ignored, his personal dissatisfaction grew.
So basically, he kept getting ignored, and that really offended him. So then he resorted to murder? That seems a little extreme. What if it's true? Doesn't it lose the justification of the assassination we aforementioned?
That's right. According to this interpretation, his actions lose credibility. Cause that means Jae-gyu's actions were the result of his personal feelings, and that his desire were driven by the situation. It wasn't because he was seeking an appropriate solution to the situation.
You know what? There's actually another conspiracy theory that America might have been behind it.
Are you for real? Spill the tea.
A few days before the accident, it was exposed that Jae-gyu had a meeting with the branch manager of CIA Korea, Robert Brewster, so this conspiracy theory was raised. And on top of that, he met American Ambassador Glaston on the day of the incident.
Wait, that means America might have instigated the assassination of President Park?
It's too early to judge for the sake of the argument, but he argued the reason for the assassination, and one of them was to reveal the relationship between Korea and America, because their relationship was kinda getting bad. But he denied that America intervened. Also, Glaston heard Jae-gyu's argument and thought it was total baloney. He went as far as to show a pretty aggressive reaction.
Wait, really? But according to a record, Jae Kim said, "America is behind me" during the trial. And also he repeatedly asked the investigator, "Have you heard anything from the US side?"
I mean, yeah, that's the reason why this conspiracy theory has a probability. But America strongly opposed this. Also, the possibility of this suspicion is close to zero. This is because of the action of the United States after the October 26 incident.
Oh, it's because if they were behind it, they would have had a plan to create an alternate government or something. But after the assassination, America has no plan, right?
Yeah, there was no evidence of any hidden intention. But even in the midst of that, America still showed a critical position and attitude to President Park's government, which might have influenced Jae-gyu's judgment.
Oh, I see. So that means America didn't instruct directly, but they might have affected him, right?
Exactly. But America didn't relate to this incident at all. That was just Jae-gyu's arbitrary choice.
Right.
So, what happened to him in the end? Did he get sentenced or something?
Yeah, Jae-gyu received the death penalty on January 28 in 1980, and he was executed on May 24 of the same year. He probably anticipated the death penalty as well.
Oh man, what was his real motivation for planning the assassination?
It's not exactly known why he did it. We don't know for sure whether or not he did it for the sake of true democracy or personal feelings or any involvement with the United States.
When Jae-gyu was executed, he said that it was for democracy and to stop many sacrifices. However, it's hard to trust his words because his previous actions are such a contradiction.
That's right. We have no other way to know Jae-gyu's true intentions or the clarity of the forces behind him. How can such unclear things exist in the history of a country? It's truly hard to understand.
I think that's one of the reasons why history is interesting, don't you think?
Right.
Exactly.
I feel like the more I learn about modern Korea history, I realize that it's filled with many fascinating stories.
I hope there are more space where we could openly discuss these historical stories regardless of the political spectrum. Unfortunately in Korea, it's common to be labeled as a part of a specific political faction when we talk about modern history.
Yeah, that's why I don't prefer to talk about this topic in other places.
FYI, our history advocates political neutrality.
Yeah, so today's High Story History is about the events of October 26th. If you want to hear more fun and exciting history story, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you!
Bye.